college in the northeast. Government to bear all medical costs of injured NEHU students, assures Deputy Chief Minister Snehabalang Dhar. NPP MLAs eye for GHDC tickets ahead of 2026 polls. Party extends application deadline to November 30. Prime Minister Narendra Modi releases 21st PM Kisan installment in Coimbatore. And India has a right to defend its people against terrorism, says External Affairs Minister Jaishankar. The news in detail, and we start with the local news. Chief Minister Conrad Sangma today inaugurated the Ramakrishna Mission College in Sora, the mission's first college in the northeast. He said the government spends nearly Rs 3,600 crore annually on education, yet the desired quality is still lacking due to structural complexities, including multiple managing committees and over 2,400 schools with single-digit or zero enrollment. He informed that rationalization of schools and restructuring of teacher categories has begun. The day also featured Play Day celebrations with alumni and students of Ramakrishna Mission being felicitated.
Academic facilities and a tree plantation drive. With hands our this presentation is
education is of top priority to us. In this financial year, we have spent 15% of our budget on education. That's 3,600 crores is spent on education every year. So there is no dearth of financial resources that are spent on education by our government. But still, we are not able to provide the kind of quality and the difference that we would like to make to education in the last 52 years.
Deputy Chief Minister Snehabalang Dhar today assured that the state government will cover all medical expenses for the two NEHU students critically injured in the November 17 campus accident. After visiting Nazareth Hospital, Dhar said the government will also fund treatment outside the state or abroad if required. The victims, Stephanie Shaddap and Darintengen Podukhe, remain in serious condition. Dhar said the government is closely monitoring their recovery and will extend full support to their families.
Kamram yukung sarkam lekpek dikhatam kun samlajung itu mo. Yar kumbolong arung berok tu. Itu kawai kalakam stable kalakam ayu. Itu sewe dang long kham don nakajin sutom makam tu. Tingling sarkar wala ong nilai ini bu duai bu bro armot lang kaya kesem tu. Tapi ikajil ju sebro ikajil dia agri berok kaya semua klaim sarkari. Mi kadang-kadang ni section baperi nang transport kuno benlek lek klemakor hanya you tu barbar accident tu kemedi ki polis kelakan you bila don apa don custody begitu different section ada Berklaim kod kali don section, ya kali perbuat don section, ya klaim don section, different section ada. Angka angkat sim kaya itu berapa? Nila sim kaya beda begini accident, very serious from the government side.
With the GHDC elections due next year, the NPP is witnessing an intense scramble for party tickets, with even sitting MLAs picking up forms to contest. The surge in applications has turned the polls into a test of the party's strength and a referendum on the performance of its own lawmakers. NPP Working President and Minister Marquis N. Marak said ticket distribution will be based on multi-level surveys and ground assessments. The party will review constituencies with multiple applicants and send observers for local consultations. Owing to the overwhelming response, the NPP has extended the deadline for GHDC ticket applications to November 30.
To preparation for GHDC elections, we are still in the process of accepting the applications. The last date for accepting the applications was November 14, but then since there were some requests to extend it, so we have extended this last day of submission to 30th of November 2025. So therefore, still under the process of accepting the candidates' application for party sponsorship. Some MLAs who have taken the applications for party sponsorship. Anti-incumbency is always there whenever the ruling party goes to poll. So here in District Council, we do have certain anti-incumbencies, but we have already, we have resolved the issues also that were, arising there in GHDC. So therefore, we should be able to go to the people with positive, attitudes and all.
East Khasi Hills Police has booked Negrim security guard Parman M. Sangma under Section 109 of the BNS after he allegedly knocked down 2 NEHU students with his Maruti car on November 17th. SP Vivek's aim confirmed that the accused, who resides in the NEHU campus, was reportedly intoxicated at the time. The incident occurred on a broad, well-lit road, raising questions about how pedestrians could have been missed. Police are investigating further to determine whether there was any intent to harm.
So, mischief will also have attempt to work 109 the BNS. So, this is not a traffic case per se. We are taking this. This is going to be investigated by the police station. Number one is prima facie. It appears that he has, and it is fact that he has consumed alcohol. So that is the prima facie reason, but we will see whether there was any other reason, because it is an open space, lighted area, and to drive in such high speed and not to see 2 pedestrians walking, it merits more investigation. He is a security guard of Negrim's, but his barrack is of the same security agency which is in NEHU. So he stays in the barrack at NEHU.
Government advisor Dr. M. Amperine Lingdor has strongly condemned the NEHU campus accident that critically injured 2 female students, calling it an unforgivable crime. She urged police to take suo motu action and requested SP Vivek's aim to personally monitor the case. Lingdor visited the students at Civil Hospital on Monday and ensured their MHIS cards were activated on priority, saying she is coordinating with the MHIS team to prevent heavy medical expenses for the families.
I have requested the SP of East Khasi Hills to attend to these, these behaviors, unacceptable behavior. Cannot accept this. Don't know how drunk he was or whether he was under the influence of any substance, but he didn't look like, he was too drunk, or I don't know. I have ensured that the MHIS cards are immediately activated. I am in touch with the MHIS team for the simple reason that in my interaction with parents of both the girls, I have come to understand that they are not well to do. And hence my concern is the out-of-pocket expense that would likely escalate to very expensive numbers. We will continue to monitor the case. We will continue to monitor the recovery of these two young girls who came out of a library, going out for a cup of tea for a break because they have an exam tomorrow. Both of them were studying, and it's so heartbreaking. But we should all pray for them and be hopeful, and we are grateful to the Nazareth Hospital for all the care that has been taken.
MCTODA leaders appeared at Lom Shnong police station after being summoned over an FIR linked to the transport sector, saying they have fully cooperated. Spokesperson Wanchwa Nongtudu clarified that their demands concern only clinker and cement transport and that they are not connected to the association that filed the FIR, which he said even targets the AJCCTA president. MCTODA President Mosalandar Marnar accused outsiders of exploiting locals. Meanwhile, AJCCTA President Balan Thubru said he halted loading to avoid disruptions during the strike, but his own association filed an FIR against him. He plans to hold a meeting to resolve the issue.
President yang kini Transporter Association udah kasih pernah babat dia kat banlong ku munoyalam jong kata association. Badapo kata association tu ladon bun kini transporter kibadai manomlong kibanaba kibru kibanaba. Mo ngila benong ni ka kin kasih jungi ong ki khalajat no kibadai naba. Ke kai ba ingiu bat ka ba imah ni kolong ba haba kita ki transporter ki bari try ki banaba kamut ba ya presiden lajong uba lajit da kini transporter association ima Balan Thubru kila ai kes persyak da ki beri ki banaba ya presiden ubadai utrai jelah utrai kasi penar na kani ke cakap dia kani kalau ke balong jam review ke ya ka judge beri ke jumi kila dangi mentang ngim kendit beri tadi mentang ngim kitia no na kani ke jingyo tia ka ba sniu kum ki paradok ki parasnam te kum ka pos mesej keren ba ya babun ki kam la syai wat ki kam ki barit na barit duru kalau ba entuk kelar da kini ki beriu ki ba na ba raji ijong jongi kum
akani ka ba don kani ke tingi ki jong ka situ da nagaliang jongi jonga kum presiden na tho masih ceki ba kin sange ya kaluding nawar lada load ka por strike mut ka don da tingtut kaya Nagada-gada nga tho saki hindi ay panban nga daga FIR.
Cabinet Minister Methodius Dakar yesterday inaugurated the Japung sub-centre under Maushin Road block. The inauguration was also joined by MDC Srali Rashir and district health officials. Constructed under the PM Abhim scheme at a cost of over 45 lakh and implemented through the Village Health Council, the centre is expected to benefit around 10 villages that previously depended on Ryangdo for medical services. On the same day, the minister also inaugurated the Nongren Nyao Urban Health and Wellness Centre funded by the 15th Finance Commission.
Alayat siya kanina dong kapan mo sulod ibarak away. Kamday na hune po Japong hune mga pwede pa mo sulod. Mo sulod kanina constituency kabayar natin kabayar. Para po West Casinos kanina constituency kabayar tam natin di constituency barak. Para pamilya keleng bisa ka aman additional kebang ya kedua pakai kebang Yosmo ya kejingot kejingnam. Lalu kibay kisingnya bertinong song silang dimang. Lalu kibay kisingkan kam kiba tinong song silang unikan kam akan bertong katan kusungi bertinong kan menakmat kiru rempak kilakan. Ekta kisingkan kam disurok berkiway kisingkan kam. Rekawai kiba kamsuk kia bahaya kolomba kari sepang kerjing don jong dijaka banai kising suman.
The Krishi Vigyan Kendra West Khasi Hills today hosted a special program at Nongshallong to join the nationwide live webcast of the PM Kisan event. Prime Minister Narendra Modi released Rs 18,000 crore as the 21st PM Kisan installment and inaugurated the South Indian Natural Farming Summit 2025. Malta Draishan MLA Shakliar Warjuri attended the program as chief guest, along with KVK officials, agricultural officers and farmers from both West and Eastern West Khasi Hills. Students from the district also took part in the program. The Cooperation Department, along with Meghalaya Cooperative Apex Bank and MBMA, today observed the International Year of Cooperatives and the 72nd All India Cooperative Week at Mauklam, Nongpendeng. Chief Guest Cabinet Minister Methodius Dakar highlighted the crucial role of cooperatives in economic and social development. Societies from 3 districts showcased locally produced items from vegetables to wine and pickles, promoting livelihood opportunities and community-based enterprise.
And then you make a special program like about CS. Shashkar se Samriddhi. Government prosperity through a cooperation. Kisnaya dari department, ada jing anu, ada jing tumu, ba nila kiu syakmat, ba nila kiu syakkan, lemba cooperation di department. Karena bakal hangalor ini noy, nakaliam jom sarkar dan play sarkar India, ujung sarkar Korea. Gila persiang penetrate ke grassroots level. Namtaban pensuk dia kata kecil business dan iki angka ease of doing business.
The CAU Regional Agri Fair 2025-26 concluded today at the College of Agriculture, Kirdamkulai, wrapping up the 3-day event. Chief guest Dinesh Dattaraya Kulkarni, Umsning MLA Dr. Celestine Lingdo, and IIM Shillong Director Professor Nalini Tripathi attended the program. CAU Vice-Chancellor Dr. Anupam Mishra highlighted the Northeast's rising importance in India's agricultural growth, highlighting its biodiversity and agri-ecological strengths. The fair served as a key platform for farmers, students, scientists and policymakers to exchange ideas and promote innovation.
श्रीमती नलिनी प्रभा त्रिपाठी जी, जो कि इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ मैनेजमेंट की निदेशक है, और एग्रीकल्चर यूनिवर्सिटी के साथ में मैनेजमेंट के लोग अगर मिल जाएंगे तो निश्चित रूप से यहाँ जो इंडिविजुअल फार्मर हैं, यहाँ की जो एपीओ हैं, यहाँ के जो एसजीएस है, ये जो प्रगति करना चाहते हैं, जिनके पास में इस प्रकार का मैनेजमेंट स्किल की कमी है, वो इसके माध्यम से पूरी होगी। तो इस दृष्टि से इस सीएयू में ये भी कंपोनेंट जोड़ लिया है। इसके लिए भी मैं किसान संघ की ओर से इसको साधुवाद देना चाहता हूँ, अभिनंदन करना चाहता हूँ।
Thousands joined a massive rally in Mokandro today demanding the death penalty for the accused in the brutal Madan Langning murder case. The march, organized by the Joint Action Movement of Mokandro along with FKJGP, KSU and local bodies, condemned the killing of 46-year-old Bhim Singh Lingdo Nongbri, allegedly murdered on November 9th by Libbok Star Suting. Organizations urged swift, strict action and appealed to the government to support the victim's family, including his 12 young children.
Pelong ya ke Joint Action Movement bangin lum ngin lang pelong ini kecing lang naman idon kecing sokia kaba wancia ha kan ke snong bat kamtam ha kadong kathan ke jungi ti kamtam hukum kene ka kecing cia kaba susi ka cia penyap kecing cia tombol donbor ka bom cucia ha kan ke dong kathan ke jungi ti kumta na kaliang jungi ka Joint Action Movement isim ya kene ke wikalati kum ka ban ai mesim bat ban pensingan ya kene ke jingasam bat kumcu ya kene ke snong begini don bentalang hakani kesi daga dagalenti ban penrem ya uni nongle kamboman.
In support of the centre's Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan, the Ribhoy Area Welfare Association held an awareness program at Satyaraja Memorial Secondary School, Umsning. The outreach targeted students and youth, highlighting the dangers of alcohol, tobacco and drug abuse. Police officials, Sangh Samla leaders, MSRLS representatives and RAWA members urged students to stay away from drugs and rising substance abuse in local communities. The program concluded with a call for vigilance and collective action to protect young people. Bollywood actors including Daisy Shah, Dev Menaria, Hiten Tejwani and others visited USTM for the public launch of their new film Bihu Attack. The event, held on Zubeen Garg's birth anniversary, featured a tribute to the late Assamese music icon with a special song rendition. The team released a new song and the official teaser of the film set for the theatrical release on 14 January 2026. The movie portrays the struggles of Assam and celebrates Bihu's cultural spirit. The actors urged the public to support the film, noting Zubeen Garg's significant contribution and the special timing of the teaser launch.
Is about a festival getting attacked. That's why इसका नाम भी Bihu Attack, because बहुत लोग बहुत surface level पे आसाम को जानते हैं, core level पे नहीं जानते. Bihu करके एक जगह है, वो मुझे भी नहीं पता थी जब तक मैंने film sign नहीं की. So there are lot many things which मुझे पता चली, and I'm pretty sure कि movie देखने के बाद बहुत ऐसे लोग हैं जिनको बहुत सारी चीज़ आसामीज के बारे में पता चलेगी. And I think हमारे producer sir ने बहुत ही अच्छा काम किया इसके अंदर, क्योंकि बहुत सारे local talents हैं उनको प्लेटफॉर्म दिया है सर ने. एंड आई जस्ट फील कि हमारे जितने भी बॉलीवुड के लोग हैं उनको और भी अच्छे टैलेंट्स मिलेंगे इसके जरिए, ताकि आगे फिल्म के अंदर काम कर सकें.
Nagaland has named Switzerland and Ireland as the official country partners for the Hornbill Festival 2025, strengthening the festival's global profile. The announcements came after Chief Minister NEHU met the ambassadors of both nations in New Delhi. Swiss Ambassador Maya Tisafi and Irish Ambassador Kevin Kelly welcomed the partnerships, highlighting deeper cultural and diplomatic ties. Ireland will showcase folk music, theatre, literature and public art. The two nations join the UK, further expanding the international footprint of Nagaland's premier cultural festival. On to national news now. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today released the 21st installment of PM Kisan in Coimbatore, disbursing over Rs 18,000 crore to 9 crore farmers nationwide. Participating in the South India Natural Farming Summit, he said the agriculture sector has undergone major reforms in the past 11 years, with India emerging as a global hub for natural farming. He highlighted that agricultural exports have doubled, farming practices are being modernized, and farmers have received benefits worth Rs 10 lakh crore through Kisan credit cards.
आने वाले वर्षों में मैं भारत की खेती में कई बड़े बदलाव होते देख रहा हूं. भारत नेचुरल फार्मिंग का ग्लोबल हब बनने के रास्ते पर है. हमारी बायोडायवर्सिटी एक नया आकार ले रही है. देश के युवा भी अब एग्रीकल्चर को एक मॉडर्न स्केलेबल अपॉर्चुनिटी के रूप में देख रहे हैं.
President Draupadi Murmu today presented the 6th National Water Awards and Jal Sanchay Jan Bhagidari Awards at Bigyan Bhavan, New Delhi. 46 winners were honoured for contributions to water conservation, while 100 others were recognised for creating groundwater recharge structures. The President said the awardees have strengthened local water security, noting that over 35 lakh recharge structures have been built since last year. She also highlighted the Jal Jeevan mission's progress, with rural tap water coverage rising from 17% to 81% in 6 years.
अमृत के समान अमूल्य जल संसाधन के संरक्षण और प्रबंधन में योगदान के लिए इन पुरस्कार विजेताओं की जितना भी प्रशंसा की जाए कम है, क्योंकि जल को हम जीवन कहते हैं। जल बिना मनुष्य ज़्यादा दिन नहीं रह सकता, खाने बिना थोड़े दिन रह सकता है, लेकिन जल बिना जीवित रहना मुश्किल है। हम सब जानते हैं, वैज्ञानिकों में लोग कहते हैं शरीर के 70% जल है और जल के बिना हम जी नहीं सकते। इसीलिए जल के लिए आप सब जो प्रचेष्टा कर रहे हैं, इसीलिए आपको बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं, बहुत बहुत बधाई।
And on to some international news now. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has reaffirmed that India will defend its people against terrorism, urging zero tolerance at the SCO Heads of Government meet in Moscow. He said terrorism, extremism and separatism have grown in recent years and cannot be justified or overlooked. Dr. Jaishankar emphasized the need for stronger humanitarian cooperation and highlighted India's civilizational focus on people-to-people ties. He also said India is ready to share its heritage, conservation, expertise with Central Asia. Calling for reforms, Jaishankar said the SCO must evolve to meet challenging global realities.
As a civilizational state, India strongly believes that people-to-people exchanges lie at the core of any genuine relationship. Facilitating greater interaction between our intellectuals, artists, sports people, and cultural icons will pave the way for deeper understanding across the SCO. We also have a growing record of collaborative activities with regard to cultural exchanges. The exposition of sacred Buddhist relics in many of your countries is a notable example. India is also willing to extend its considerable experience of heritage conservation in Southeast Asia to Central Asia.
And on to some sports news now. A total of 48 teams have now qualified for the 2026 FIFA World Cup to be hosted by the US, Mexico and Canada from June 11th to June 19th, 2026. The host nations qualify automatically, while continental qualifiers have wrapped up across the globe. Asia's entrants include Japan, Iran, South Korea, Australia and Saudi Arabia. South America will feature Argentina, Brazil and Uruguay. Africa's lineup includes Morocco, Egypt, Senegal and others. And Europe has confirmed teams like England, France, Germany and Portugal. The expanded 48-team format marks a historic edition, with several nations set for their first ever World Cup appearance. And a quick look at the weather report now. First, let us take a look at the weather report for Tura. The minimum temperature recorded was 16 degrees Celsius, the maximum 27 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity was 53%. Moving on to Shillong, the minimum temperature was 9 degrees and the maximum 22 degrees. Relative humidity recorded was 52%. While in Jowai, the minimum temperature recorded was 8 degrees, maximum 22 degrees, relative humidity 45%. The forecast for Tura, Shillong and Jowai is that dry weather will prevail. And another look at the headlines before we wind up. Chief Minister Conrad Sangma inaugurates Ramakrishna Mission College in Sora, mission's first college in Northeast. Government to bear all medical costs of injured NEHU students, assures Deputy Chief Minister Snehavathan Dhar. NPP MLA's eyes for GHDC tickets ahead of 2026 polls. Party extends application deadline to November 30. Prime Minister Narendra Modi releases 21st PM Kisan installment in Coimbatore. And India has right to defend its people against terrorism, says External Affairs Minister Jaishankar. Well, viewers, that's all we have in this edition of the Bulletin. Join us again tomorrow evening for more news and updates.
कोई नासा में